It's on. We're live.
We are live.
We're live.
On Tenacious Mindset. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to Tenacious Mindset. I am not your host, PACO. I'm just that guy that's sitting here filling in time because...
You're just not that guy. You are.
Hold on. There you go. Now try your mic.
You are just not that guy. Why is this not working?
There we go. And now we got you.
Hello, there we go. For the record, Mr. Paco here is not just any guy. He is the man.
I'm the man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I really don't exist. And we're out of...
Oh, he's going for the
I'm going for the
You're going for the
snacky
snacks.
foods.
So everybody that's watching, we are in Brett Gash's basement under the Tenacious Mindset podcast. I am Brian, and this wonderful other bald guy is Paco.
Hello, all. And our host will be joining us shortly. He started the cast a little bit early, so we'll just entertain all as need to be.
As he closes the door and dims the lights. Ooh.
And he hands me a Budweiser. Really, of all things, you could hand me a Budweiser. Really?
Fuck you.
That's all right. I'm stealing more of Jody's Dr. Peppers.
I'm gonna say I love you, but there you go, because that'll give me a hangover from hell. I have some of my 805 here.
Only the weak guys can't drink Budweiser.
Yes,
Turn this off too right here.
I have a little bit of a better taste in beer.
Yeah, I know. I like Budweiser though. I don't love it. It's not my first choice.
I would never ever be caught dead buying Budweiser.
That's because you're a prima donna,
Yes,
pussy ass bitch.
Because yes, I'm not going to.
And no, I don't have the sound effects turned up right now. We'll get there in a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
I really want to push that button.
The crybaby one.
No, the beer can opening.
It's all good. Go ahead, hit it. There, hit it.
Nope.
That's not a beer can
That's not a
opener.
beer can. No. There you go.
There we go.
All right, so hey, welcome to my podcast, which I don't really do very often, but when I do it, I got good people on, and this is Tenacious Mindset. We only do live on YouTube, and be prepared if you're listening, because you're going to go on a ride. I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm going to pull it up here on my phone real quick, and then Brian can control the chat over there if he wants. He'll be chatting it up in the chat if you jump on. If anyone jumps on, who knows?
Where do I go and invite people?
You just have to like.
You just got to share it.
You just copy the link and then
Share it.
send it over.
I just got to share it. Yeah, I'm not technical savvy. Just to let you guys know.
Here,
Yeah. I don't think I have anybody that would even want to listen anyway.
Get these. Hit share whatever it's at in there.
Well, I will find a share button here.
We'll figure it out. It's already on your wall, just so you know. I shared it to your Facebook wall.
Okay, well, in that case, we're going to report it as sexual content, violent and repulsive content, and we're also going to report it as hateful and abusive, harassing and bullying.
Dude, you're gonna get kicked out.
Don't hit any of those.
We're getting our punk ass kicked off of fucking YouTube.
You're gonna get kicked off of YouTube even before you even get on.
Oh fuck! Well, you know what? Welcome to Tenacious Mindset.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, your sound effects are turned up, so you can play with your buttons and stuff.
I can push buttons.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hell yes, I can play sound effects.
There you go.
Headshot.
So we're not really got much to talk about, but we're just gonna go from the hip, as it always is done. Over the lip, over the tongue. Look out, stomach. Here it comes. I think it's time for another shot.
You know what? It does not matter what we're going to talk about or how long we're going to talk about it. We're just going to talk about it.
Just
We're
so
going to
you
have
know.
fun with it.
Just so you know. Nobody's watching but me and you.
Who cares?
That's all that matters.
That's all that really
Hand me that green bottle.
The green bottle.
The green one. We're going to polish it right now.
We're going to do the green bottle first, please. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
think we can
welcome to
polish that
green-
one right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the green bottle.
I got this on my 50th birthday. It's about to be my 52nd birthday.
When's your
God
birthday?
damn, you're old.
So I literally take my time drinking good stuff. There's
I don't.
maybe,
I drink it all.
Maybe 2 or 3 shots left in here. We're going to polish it off right now.
Once he pops cork. Oh, pops cork. Oh. Good God. How are we going to break this into 2?
You don't have to. If he doesn't want any, he doesn't have any. No, he's good. That's it. It almost took me 2 years to finish that bottle.
That's smooth.
Amen.
I'll just sit on my side over here and sip my Dr. Pepper.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all with that.
So, Brett,
Jeremy.
PACO.
we've been through a couple of your radio shows.
Yep.
3 of them, if I'm not.
You've been
correct.
on 2, I know for sure. I
3 for sure.
well, you've been on the podcast with the CVMA a couple times too.
I've been on the no, I haven't been on the podcast with EVMA.
Yeah, you have with
No.
me. Yeah, you were at the
No, I was
IMBK.
not. Oh, well, yeah, I guess with the IMBK. Yeah, you got that right. But I've been on 3 of your radio shows
I only remember
tonight.
2.
But I did an afternoon show when you were doing your Tuesday afternoon show.
That's right. You did come in. I do
We did.
remember that now.
So we've had a couple of times on air where we've
Yep.
been shooting the breeze, I guess,
How come you sound so far away?
because I'm sitting,
Because
he's 3
he's
feet
very,
away from
he's
you.
very far away.
Yeah,
So with
I-
your new schedule, you don't do
hello.
afternoon shows anymore, do you?
I could, because on Tuesdays I'm supposed to be on from 5 to 7, and that's the 2 hours before the Utah Goonies. But I just never get on.
Yeah. Because by the time you get home and
I get off at
some-
3.
Yeah, and by the time you get home and get some food and stuff, you're just like, eh.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been blowing it off. There's no reason why I can't be on at 5. I just haven't been getting on. I'm not gonna lie. Plus, I kind of been letting Bill have his glory, and
Bill is the man.
not doing my show before his. I thought about getting on at 5:30 till 7, just for an hour and a half.
Surprised Bill's not watching us.
No, he doesn't get on. He's probably sleeping. But we got one person once.
old.
But anyway, yeah, I don't want to come on my podcast a lot and just blow up my radio station, but I've been doing it almost 2 years now. So, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been because I got hurt and I started picking up doing the radio show while I was hurt and I couldn't do weddings and stuff, as you see the tripod sitting against the wall over there. But I mean, we've got a tripod over there, got a baseball bat and an airsoft gun right there. Freaking, it's just all kinds of stupid stuff in the studio. It's just, but it's me.
So what you're saying is that we can have a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's not
Exactly.
loaded. There's no battery in it, but that silencer-looking thing on
that's pretty cool.
the front of it, that's an actual tracer unit. So when you shoot a BB through it, a glow-in-the-dark one, a light goes off inside that unit and makes the BB glow. It looks like tracers for real, but they're green.
Why is there not a battery in it?
Because we're not going to shoot BBs in my house.
Why is there not a battery in it?
New Year's Eve, we'll blast off a whole freaking magazine of 30. Just like the Iraqis used to do. Stupid fucks.
At each other?
I don't care what they did.
No,
Hey,
I
hey,
want to know. Are we going to shoot at
hey,
each other? 'Cause
honey,
I'm coming here
we need
for that
more.
one.
We need meatloaf.
We need more. We need more ammo.
We need more crackers.
I mean, I'm game.
No, like
you
literally
know what, you
crackers,
could-
so I can finish this damn
I mean,
cheese.
I know it's pretty fucking good.
It is.
Honestly, like so, like New Year's Eve, I'm coming over here so you can shoot me 30 times with that goddamn gun.
You want to be shot 30? That's
Fuck, yes,
400.
I do.
Dude, that would hurt.
Hey, that's 440 feet per second. Are you
Like,
gonna
I
go bare
haven't-
chested?
Like I haven't been shot like that. Look, so when I was in Italy, years and years and years ago, we actually got in a lot of trouble because we used to have airsoft rifle fights in the barracks, and it all ended out being trouble because we ended up shooting a pizza delivery guy.
That's
Yes.
pretty.
Yes,
funny.
yes.
I did that in Korea.
Yes, we shot the pizza delivery guy as he was coming in to deliver pizza to somebody. And let me tell you what, I have never had so many airsoft rifles in my house at any point in time because everybody was like, here, I need you to hold on to this for me.
That's cool.
Because everybody was like,
Oh, I was just kidding on.
That's awesome.
hello, ma'am.
You don't have
She's
those crackers
bringing
anymore?
crackers in.
No, those are all gone.
Okay, the small ones will work. Or just leave them both here. Thanks, hon.
We
That's Jody, by the
we
way.
appreciate Jody for
Jody
everything
is
that she does
awesome.
for us.
If you don't want it, then don't say it.
No,
Well,
but
you're
hey,
not-
that's
we didn't
the other
expect
half
you to be
of
lifting. We didn't expect you to be listening to what we were talking about.
that's the other half of the TTT Radio Network, the hub, which is my show and her show.
Have fun.
It's
yeah, we will.
It's Jody's show. We just let Brett take a little bit of credit for the fact.
Yes,
Yes,
we'll just leave it at that. 'Cause
we'll leave it there.
everyone- everyone says that, and it's whatever.
So this is
The
gonna be
two.
this is gonna be you with the airsoft.
You know what? I'll take it.
No,
I'm
I would
game.
not. How
I'm
far away
game.
can I be from you when I shoot you,
I
dude? It's gonna hurt. If you
I
go
wouldn't
bare
shoot.
chested, it'll stick in your skin.
I don't care.
Yes, you do. I
No, I
care.
don't.
So I'm showing
don't,
I'm
'cause-
showing him the video of Johnny Knoxville
'cause-
getting shot with paintball guns.
Yes,
at probably
the
about
paintball guns are a whole
10,
different.
10 feet.
Paintball guns
I'll be
are
right
a whole
back.
different world.
I'm just going over there.
And honestly, like as far as Brett shooting me, please. I know that he'll only hit me with like 3 out of 40. Because I mean he's a Cav Scout. And they don't know how to shoot.
I know you got a microphone here. I will hit you every time. I don't care if you're running or not.
Yes. Okay. I believe you. Honestly, I do.
Trust me.
No, I really do. I trust you. I trust everything that you say. Let me grab a cracker and have some more of this.
Cracker. He wants a cracker.
Have some more of this jalapeno cheese dip.
Dude, it's so good. And it's not
Don't worry
really
about what that hits you in the back.
and it's not really that
Don't worry
hot.
about that
It's
Don't worry, it's
Don't,
small.
don't
It'll grow
wor-
back.
Hey, it's angry inch. It might only be an inch, but it's an angry inch.
1 inch.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, man. So, what I normally talk about on this channel is veterans and first responders' experiences throughout their career. Things that bothered them or cool things that happened or things they feel real honorable about. A lot of guys come on here. Well, not that there's been a lot, but this is episode 5. But I've had some guys come on here and talk about some pretty deep stuff about PTSD and whatnot, or even if it's talking about their friends and how they dealt with it. So, I mean, if you guys want to get on that route, we can get on that route too. It's up to you guys.
I'll leave. I'll let. I've talked enough so far.
no, you're good. You're a better speaker than I am.
Who, me or him?
You both are.
Yeah, well, it's called practice.
I teach a class. It's called public speaking. If you're willing,
Nice.
you know,
Let's,
we
I need to
we
get
can-
on that.
So I've been here, there, and everywhere. As I grab for a cracker and go for some more of this dip. Oh,
This is like amazing.
I know. It's like
I'm not
crack.
going to get any, am I?
You might want to get some before it's gone. So I've been telling Brett for, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months now that
Quite a while.
I need to come on your show and just kind of just BS with you. And so, talking about PTSD or any of that issues, like, I mean, I've been. I've been through a bit. I mean, not something that it's not. It's obviously it's not something that we in the service usually like brag about, because, in all honesty, it's a personal part of our life that we deal with in a lot of cases, and so like to talk about a lot of the stuff that we've been through it's personal. And
Yeah, it's tough
Yeah,
sometimes.
and it's something that we don't usually like to share. I mean, I remember going to like family parties or just hanging out with friends, and I'll kind of let my guard down a little bit because my background, I haven't been in the military or anything, but I have done 18 years in law enforcement, working for the state. I'm not sure exactly how much I can say without getting in trouble, but you get around friends, you get around family, you kind of get comfortable, and you let your guard down a little bit, and you start telling stories and some of the things that you've seen, and you got to be careful who your audience is and who's around you, because there's been some times where I've let my guard down and have discussed things and
a little bit too much.
yeah, a little bit too much, and
A little bit too much.
the wife is in earshot, and she's like, "You never told me that." So it's just
always a shock.
yeah, it's always a shock that I try to keep those experiences and those things that I've seen out of my family life, because I don't want them to be traumatized.
No, I agree.
Nope. At the same time, though, I think so. I was in Desert Storm, so I'm an old ass.
Hey,
That was
Grandpa.
1990, 1991.
I remember watching that on CNN.
Right. But yeah, I was in Desert Storm, and I came back from that really, 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 really like on edge and jumpy, nightmares. Very, very, very sensitive to things that were said or done to or around me, and it took the day I grabbed a 10-year-old kid in a parking lot by the neck and told him I was going to kill him in front of my mom for me to realize that I got to start talking about this. I just got to start talking to people about it. You know, not necessarily that moment or what happened in combat, but just anytime anybody asked me what was it like over there, boom, that was my open door to just let it all out. And from that, I don't know, maybe I took the leap, maybe I don't know what happened, but I decided after Desert Storm that there was nothing I wasn't going to talk about when I went through war. Yes, there's still stories that I won't talk about, but you got to witness one story I've never talked about public when I was down in Vegas 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so you actually were sitting in the room with me, and three other guys, 2 or 3 other guys, my wife, your wife. I think your wife was there too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, so, yeah, I told a story then that I don't tell publicly, and that really, it made the hair on my arms and my neck stand up, and I was telling the story. It was weird because I don't know, I just don't tell that story to certain people. But that day was kind of special. It was Veterans Day, and I just felt comfortable talking about it at the time. And even right now in this setting, I wouldn't have one problem talking about that again, because we're all the same in my eyes.
Because you've already came out and you've actually talked about the experience to everybody. So
And like I said, it just really depends on your audience.
yeah,
You know,
it does.
Right. And I have told that story to everyone that's been on this show at least once. So all 4 of the other people that have been here, I've told that story to.
And that's kind of an important part of it is knowing who you're comfortable with telling stories to. Like I've talked to certain people, and they'll tell you all these stories. And the truth be told is it's not that nobody believes where you're coming from. It's what is actually coming from your heart. Like I can lay down and say that in the grand scheme of things, have I killed anybody? I don't know. But when it comes to talking about different parts of everybody's what they've experienced, not anybody has ever experienced the exact same thing. Right? So like as a law enforcement officer, I have been there when somebody has been ODing on opioids and trying to save that person's life, even though whether or not they could be saved or not. Being in combat, whether rolling down the street. One of my favorite stories I like to tell, because I teach a military school that is called Basic Leaders Course, and it teaches younger soldiers about how to what you're gonna face as far as a leader goes. And so one of the stories I like to tell them is like, one day I was rolling around, and it was me and two other buddies, me and my squad that were rolling around. Oh, you had to push a button.
I had to. We haven't had one in a while.
Oh, hang on.
I'm sorry. Hey.
I hope you're all writing this down as
Check it out.
as I say it.
Before you go on, I know this stuff that we're talking about is dead serious. It's very near and dear to people's hearts. But at the same time,
We'd like to have a little bit of fun.
I expect you two to fuck with me as much as I'm going to fuck with you. So
And that's what I think every time he speaks.
we want to be real, and that's why I love doing my podcasts live. Okay? If you don't do them live, then they're all like a TV show. It's a syndicate. It's pre-recorded. It's pre-rehearsed. I don't like that crap. I like live and raw. So go ahead, man. I know.
Hang on.
And for the record,
Hey.
yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Easy. So I'm rolling around. Actually, it is quite a funny story because of the fact that we were just kind of walking around bullshit. We were rolling around down the streets of one of the towns in Iraq, in Kirkuk, and
I hate that town.
I love that town.
I mean, it's okay, but no, I've had two bad experiences there.
So I fortunately, I will say
There's
fortunately.
that Elmer Fudge.
I will say I fortunately
That rascal
got
rabbit.
stuck in the northern sector of Kirkuk, Iraq, which contained the Northern Oil Company. We had the northern portion of that city, and that was our sector that we patrolled. And so we're rolling around one night, and it's funny because there's my squad. There was me, another NCO,
Yep.
and about 3 or 4 other soldiers rolling around with us. And we're just kind of just cruising along. We're just having a good time, BSing the whole way around, because you know how it is. We don't. Everything's not always 100% serious. And
It can't be, dude. You'd go insane.
fuck.
Just as much being where you worked.
You've got to have that kind of like weird sense of humor just to keep your sanity.
Okay,
I think.
honest shit. You working where you were. I'm not going to say where you worked because I don't know what you want to expose. But you working where you worked. Is there any time ever that you and your partners, your peers, ever looked back on a situation and just laughed about it?
Oh yeah, all the time. After some huge incident happened, once everything's said and done and everybody's gone back to where they're supposed to be, we'll sit in the common area and just like, that was kind of funny.
It's not because it was funny, but it's because holy shit, I almost got the shit knocked out of me, or I almost this, or I almost that. This almost happened to you.
You sit back and you're like, did that just happen?
And you're like, holy shit, oh my God, and you start laughing about it. And I know you being an infantry guy, because I get it. Scout, infantry, I get it. We're almost the same.
No, we're not.
But
But
okay,
I'll let
anyway,
I'll let you think that.
you know what
You
the hell
keep
I'm talking
thinking that.
about. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Combat arms is combat arms in the military, in my opinion.
No, and you're
They
right.
all just do a different job.
So we're rolling around. We're just bullshitting. You know, like weapons down at the low ready. We're just kind of walking around we turn a corner. We're just walking along. We're doing what's considered a normal patrol. We're just kind of just chilling, just not being offensive to the locals. And all of a sudden we hear an explosion. And the funniest part about it is that I sat there and I watched as 5 people became a single unit. Flipped, boom. We're all up at the low ready, going down the street towards whatever it was, towards our target, toward whatever it was that we heard go boom.
Yep.
And to watch the what's the word I'm looking for here?
Fluidity.
The fluidity, the instantaneous switch from, hey, we're just we're Joe Blow on the street just bullshitting.
It's almost like
just boom. It was
It's almost like a pre-orchestrated freaking movement.
It was like the muscle memory went into complete and total effect, and you watched everybody just roll up, boom, at the high ready. We're moving in one direction. We're going towards the sound.
Exactly.
And that in and of itself, that is the one moment in my military career where I decided this is exactly where I need to be.
Exactly.
Because everybody was going towards the same thing. They were doing. Everybody was doing the same thing, and everybody was playing that game.
That reminds me, man. I'm wearing my 101st hat, right?
Yes.
So we had 101st. I was attached to 3rd Infantry Division for probably the first half of the war. And the other half, I was with 101st because we just went over there as a battalion, a tank battalion. So we get attached to 101st. Now they're riding into blowout boxes in the M1 tanks. So, like, if their ammo starts blowing up, they got these boxes on top of the turret that open up, and all the explosion goes up and behind the commander.
Yeah.
So they're riding inside those.
I mean,
so
why not?
We're going through a town called Hillah for the second time, and we're doing the serpentine on the highway because they put these big dirt berms, and because God forbid a tank drives off into the sand, because they're an ultimate off-road vehicle. But we stuck to the highway, and as soon as that first freaking vehicle comes through the end of the serpentine, they get smashed by machine gun fire against tanks. And, of course, there was 2 5-ton vehicles in between them that had all the other 101st guys. Dude, I kid you not. And this is why, no joking aside, I have all the respect for infantry guys in the world. Because the minute that first freaking round went off, it was like boom, and it was like slow motion. All those dudes came off the sides and backs and fronts of that truck like ants, like what it looks like when mercury hits the ground. It just whoosh. I'm not shitting you.
They were gone,
dude. They were immediately into their sectors of fire and just devastated the freaking enemy there with overwhelming fire. And my platoon sergeant called over the radio, was like, bros, and that's exact words, bros, if you need us, we got you. We got 50s over here. And the infantry, no shit, came over the radio and said, fuck you, leave us alone.
They were like, no, we got this shit.
I'm not kidding. That's what they said.
You just sit your ass back on the truck. I got you.
But towards the later half, the firefight, they called us in to to medevac some of their guys. One guy got shot in the jaw. One guy got shot through the hand. I mean, it was minor injuries when you think about it, what could have been.
But
so,
honestly, that's just the methodology of their thinking. Like it's like as soon as that
their
first
training,
round,
their training just kicks in.
and
You know?
as soon as that first
Yeah.
round goes off, boom, you're. It's not a. It's seriously. It's not a reactionary thing. It is what your training goes in.
Exactly.
You bounce into it, and that is above and beyond is everything.
Right.
You know.
And this flag that's folded like this isn't just for your spouse or a family member at the funeral when you die. It's not just military, it's police force too, or law enforcement, or hell, you name it, man. Guards, freaking prison guards, or whatever. They all get that flag on their freaking coffin. It's not just the military.
No, and I've seen
No,
plenty of
it's anybody that has served in any type of capacity for their family, their country, their community. You know, it's just a symbol of honor.
Exactly. And this right here, as far as the military goes, because that's the only place I could speak from, this is what makes us brothers right here. This fucking flag right here. You know?
careful,
And
careful,
this
careful,
is, this
careful.
is what
careful.
makes all of us.
You're going
brothers.
to upset some people with this podcast.
Hey, this is my podcast, and
Oh,
if they don't
it's
like
your
it, they don't
podcast.
have to
Okay.
listen.
Oh, fuck, good. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you know? I say what I want. You don't like it, don't listen. I don't care. I'll talk to one person or nobody.
Go back to TikTok.
Exactly.
Right?
This is real shit.
No, that 100%. I can't say enough that most of the people that have paid their respects are buried underneath that flag nowadays.
Oh yeah, and that's one thing that they ingrained into us day one when I went through the police academy. They sat us down we were in one of those relocatable type classrooms, and it had a projector in there, and they put on, I think it was Oklahoma. No, I can't remember what state it was, but it was a trooper that did a traffic stop on a gentleman in a truck, and the gentleman immediately jumps out of the truck, gets into a verbal altercation with the officer, and the guy got really close to the trooper, so the trooper deployed his ASP, his baton, tried to get the guy away from him. The guy retreats to his truck and pulls out, I think it was a Mini 14, no? Some kind of a rifle. And the officer is just yelling at him, get away from the truck, get away from the gun, drop the gun. And all of a sudden a firefight happens. And unfortunately, the trooper ended up losing his life. But they showed us that video day one at the police academy and say, look, this is what kind of career you're getting into. These situations can, will, and might happen.
And it happens at the drop of dime.
Yep.
And
Sorry, my mic was turned down.
and I got yelled at for fucking shooting a guy because he was coming at me with a knife.
And
that was Red Man though. That was a little bit different there though.
And I remember going back to after watching that video the next day, I went to my full-time job, and I just remember how that video affected me. Because it had audio, it was an actual dash cam from the trooper's vehicle, so you heard everything, and that does not leave you and has not left me to this day.
No, and it shouldn't, because it keeps you aware.
Yeah. And I remember there was a lady that I worked with that I was really close with, and I'm like, look, I hate to tell you this, but I need to talk to somebody how this video affected me. And it's good to know that you do have that support system with friends, family, that you can go to and get that support that you need when you have a traumatic incident like that. You know?
Exactly.
And you bring that up, and you bring that up. That I'm gonna cue off of what you just said there. You know, you bring that up, and you say what somebody has available to them. A lot of times, a lot of people don't know what they have available to them. So, you know, a lot of people are going through a lot of different things, and in the things that they're going through, they're not understanding what they have available to them, especially like as military, law enforcement, EMS, right? They don't understand the fact that they have these programs that are available to them, and that's really that's really one of the biggest things we got to talk about, because of the fact that it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna understand everything that everybody's been through. You're not gonna understand. You're not gonna understand everything that everybody's has been through.
Right.
So, I mean, to be able to have those assets there for the soldier, or the police officer, the EMS guy that has seen things that honestly they're not supposed to see. I hate to say it,
Dude, them,
Yeah.
them
I don't think
paramedics
there's
see
any-
some fucked up shit.
paramedics on
They got the worst of the worst. 'Cause
Oh,
they
yeah,
see the worst
I
of the
think
worst
EMS,
every day.
military, police, they see things that not an average human being will see in their
They-
entire lifetime.
they shouldn't see. In
Tell
their
me
And
about
it was a Georgia State trooper, just so you know.
Georgia State, yeah, and really, honestly, that in and of itself will help to, raise awareness for people that, there are things out there that can help you with it. I mean,
And that's why I've got so much respect for anybody in that type of situation, career, whatever. So much respect for them to have to actually go through that. So,
All right.
sorry, I guess.
All
we're
right.
having
So I was
technical difficulties.
no. There's no technical.
Yet.
There's no technical.
it.
All I was telling him is, if the battery runs out on this mic, we'll just pull that one over here. No big
Yeah,
deal.
I get multiple mics. I'm special.
Yeah.
I am very
Because
special.
I did think about. I know we got enough battery. Because there's no telling how long we could be here till 4 a.m. Who knows? I doubt it. But if
don't.
the battery
My-
does run
my-
out,
my wife
we'll
would-
just pull that one over.
My
here.
wife
at
would
least
kill
it-
me if I was here till 4 in the
at least the
morning.
two of us could be here till 4 in the morning. Who
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess, when you're talking about people don't know where to go, well, here's the first place as a veteran you can go. How about the VFW? How about the American Legion? How about someone you served with? Call them on the goddamn phone. Call them.
Exactly. And I remember
Talk to them.
I remember on your normal radio show, Jody was talking about that, that asking.
You really have been listening to
I
this
know.
our show for a while.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, I think I was on that show.
And I know there's a lot of people out there that are in this career, either in a career or military, and they think that, or they get it into their mind that going to ask for help, going to ask for somebody to listen to them is a sign of weakness. It is not. It's 100% human. If you've got something that is bugging you, that you need to get off your chest, exactly what Brett said. Find that good friend that you can pull aside and, go out to lunch, go out to dinner, just talk.
Yep.
Get it off your chest, because if you don't get it off your chest, it's just going to sit there and it's going to fester. It's going to eat you up alive. You need to.
So
Fucking bottle sucks.
So I'm gonna go against the grain, okay. And by that, I'm gonna tell you, like, I have been there. Like, most people won't openly tell you that.
I
they
hate
have
that
been
stuff.
Hate what?
That stuff. I don't like it.
there. This stuff, y'all see it.
Glenn Levitt's not my favorite.
I've been there. I've done that. I've got the T-shirt. I have sat in front of I can't reach it now.
What are you looking for?
That. So
Oh, you can drink it right out of the bottle so you don't spill. You're going to spill.
I just won't spill
You fucking Jew.
because, like, I'm a professional.
What are you laughing about, Brian? Are you laughing about that he didn't spill, or you?
That was just totally random.
What did I say? You fucking Jew. We're not racist. It's just a saying. So, has anybody ever heard the term "jagoff"?
Yes.
That originated. Well, I know you did.
I use
I
it
know you did.
regularly.
He's from Chicago. It originated in
jag
Chicago.
off.
You fucking jagoff.
You fucking jag off.
Chicago.
Don't be a hater. I mean,
Yeah.
I can understand why you would hate us, but So
You got to be one of us to hate us right.
I mean, truly. So like, you know, we talk about, you know, the big talk about it is veteran suicide. Like veteran suicide has claimed more, well more, since the wars have started. He's gonna sit here and play music on me. So-
oh yeah.
Veteran suicides have claimed more lives than actually Afghanistan, Iraq, and it combined in the last 20 years. It's a matter of. I was gonna eat my fucking food too, motherfucker.
So good.
I'm trying to talk here, and I'm trying to keep this thing going so that you know you don't look like a complete.
Keep ahead. Keep going, man. Don't let me
So that you
distract
don't look
you.
like a complete and total ass.
The more you talk, the less I have to.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, go ahead.
I got you.
Come on, man.
I got you.
You're the one talking, not me. I'm just eating your food.
Yeah, I know.
The funny thing is this is his podcast, but I think we're.
I know
doing-
it's his podcast, but we're keeping him going. I imagine that.
It's all good.
So
I talked.
Yeah, for like the.
You're my guest.
30
You guys are the ones that's supposed to be talking.
I see how this works.
The bald guys.
the bald guys.
The good-looking guys.
Damn right. That's why I wear a hat.
So like,
I actually saw you the other day without a hat, and I'm like,
It's weird, ain't
I
it?
don't recognize you.
Go ahead, take it off.
I got high hair, but
Who the fuck is that?
yeah,
He looks kind of funny. A little
It does.
silly.
I'm
But so-
sexy either way.
So service veterans, no matter where it comes from. I mean, you can go to EMS, you can go to fire, you can go to police, you can go to military. They have a higher rate of suicide because of what they've seen. All right, and now this guy's completely and totally lost me, made me lose my train of thought. Like I'm like kind of like scrapping at.
You're
fucking
doing
things to
great.
say.
You talk
But,
about veteran suicide.
Yes, but
It is the most deaths of anything else.
it is.
Military
when
and
you
police and
boil
all
it,
that.
when you break it down to how many veteran suicides there are, you know, it has nothing to do with what they've done. It has a lot to do with how they come home. You know, when you look at how people come back, like when they come back from a combat zone or whatnot, they look at things a little bit differently. They see the world in a different light. You know, I can remember going to work. I lived in Italy for 5 years, and I rolled to work every day. I moved the same route every single time, and every day I looked high, low, left, right. You know, we're trained to. Oh, thank you. We're
I
trained.
love
We're trained to look.
I love
at,
you.
We're trained to look at everything. We're trained to keep our eyes on everything, and that's kind of the problem that they've seen going forward. Is that like people they can't lose that, and they're constantly on guard. They're constantly looking up, down, left, right, where they don't necessarily have to be. And that really is one of the big, true, honest problems that we have is trying to keep let our people know that, hey, we're home. We can relax that guard. We can not have to, you know, consistently be on guard. We don't have to worry about that. That's one of the biggest things I had a problem with coming home, you know, and that's you know.
I totally agree.
I don't know what else to say about that one, but
It's tough, man. It's just everybody deals with it in their own way. So I had a friend come out from, hell, I think he's from Oregon. I'm not 100% sure. He came out to visit me here when I lived in Draper. And he asked me, he goes, hey, how come so-and-so has such bad PTSD when we all saw the same shit? And I don't have none. And you don't have none compared to him. I'm like, I don't know. Man, this guy is really bad PTSD. Really, he cannot. He's not allowed to work no more. Like literally, because he'll like kill someone if he freaking goes to work. But I'm like, I don't know, man. I saw the same crap he saw. You saw the same crap I saw. He saw the same crap we saw. Why does he have more PTSD? And my wife hit it on the nose on one of my shows, on my radio show, and it's because it doesn't just stem from that moment.
Oh.
Build up.
With this guy in particular, his PTSD started when he was a child because his dad was a drunk. His dad used to beat the shit out of him, and if he didn't beat shit out of him, the son had to fight back to freaking win, you know. And that PTSD started long, long before war. And that guy looks up to me as his father right now today.
And that's kind of the key is every individual person, every mind looks at PTSD in a different mindset.
Right, and a lot of people think it's just because of war. No, it's not.
No, it's
not.
It's accumulation of everything.
It
you
is.
know?
Significant emotional event.
Well, I mean, you look at you go out in the world today, and I'm not downplaying anybody's anybody's problem. Sorry, Brett's having a problem.
He's
getting a
having issues with
cracker.
the
He's having issues. Crackers are kicking his ass. I'm not downplaying anybody's actions, but I mean, it's like somebody gets into a car accident, and they're like going to people and be like, "Oh, I have PTSD." And I'm not trying to downplay that incident because that builds on people throughout the course of their life. But I think my thought processes on it are, there's a difference between having PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, when it comes to combat, and there's a difference between PTSD when it comes to, everyday life. Because I'm pretty sure if I was to, I could at some point in time say that anything that's happened in my life has caused me to have PTSD. I mean, I stubbed my toe one time.
I mean,
And,
yeah, anybody can claim anything.
I mean, I think that gave me PTSD because I stubbed my toe. But really, honestly, what I look at, and I see it across the board in today's society, that we're more adapt to, like, just say, "Oh yes, oh, I'm sorry, you stubbed your toe at the age of 3. You have PTSD. I'm here for you." Right? And so,
I'll rub your toe later.
yeah, exactly.
Pussy.
And
That's
honestly,
how people look at it, though.
No, and I'm not like again, like I said, I'm not taking away from anybody. Like, I was married for 10 years. My ex-wife was in the military. Her military time, while she was in, she suffered what they call what is it? Sexual trauma at the time is what they called it. And she actually had issues with everything, right? Like, certain things, if I did something in a correct manner, like she had, like, it would set her off because of what happened to her while she was in the military. It was military sexual trauma. Because, for those who don't know, in the late 90s, early 2000, there wasn't a program to keep females safe in the military.
I disagree. There wasn't one that was implemented, but there was one there.
There wasn't really a good one.
Right.
It was there. It was the equal opportunity program.
Right. But because of the macho bullshit
But
that
because,
goes on.
because of the machismo in the
I like
military,
that word. The machismo. I like that.
it didn't
But
get
you
paid
know what I'm
attention
saying.
to. Yeah, I understand
Yeah.
where you're going. Yeah, no, and so until like what was it? I went through the first iteration of the military program that helped to stop the sexual assaults and sexual abuses in the military. Um, there was nothing. There was just, oh hey you, you're the commander. Investigate this. If you find anything wrong, let me know what you find. And unfortunately, like, so that was kind of the thing that I dealt with my marriage. Is she was a product, or not a product. That sounds kind of harsh, but she was a victim of this type of abuse in the military. And let's face it, if you were around in the early 2000s, it was a man's army.
Yep.
And
It sure was.
it sure was. And
It's a man's world back then.
back then it was. And so that was kind of, so like my ex and I, we have our differences. But she dealt with a different kind of abuse than I did. And fortunately now, most people will argue with me, or there is a few that will argue with me. The programs that they've got in place now are better set.
I agree 100%.
They're better set to help
If someone takes advantage of it.
And that's kind of the thing, because if you look at a lot of the statistics on it, everybody looks at it and they think, well, sexual assault and sexual harassment in the Army is going up because the reports are going up. And from a lot of the research that I've read, not to say that I'm an expert, the actual numbers are actually kind of going down, which is a good thing. The reports are going up, but that's because people are being more willing to put forth and
Say something.
and say something, and which is a good thing. And I say this in the light of what happened in Fort Hood this last year and a couple of the other areas, which are unfortunate. But fuck, nobody's listening to us, so who gives a fuck? I'll just tell you how.
Say what you gotta say, brother.
No, it's just kind of one of those thought. It's a thought process, is all
And that's
it is.
what these podcasts for. This is what we can't speak like this on the radio network. We can speak about this stuff, but we can't speak the way we really want to speak about it. Because there's things that I may disagree with that you're gonna agree with, or he might agree with, that we disagree with, or vice versa. And it doesn't matter. That's what this format's for. This is to say whatever the hell you want to say, however you want to say it. And if it's your belief, it's your belief. There's no argument. There's no it is what it is. You know what I mean? This is a place to, as they say in counseling, I guess, it's a safe place to go talk about your feelings.
Oh, so what you're saying is that above my head there's a safety clip in the sheetrock?
I don't know.
Well, you better go check, because I need my safe space.
Well, we'll just pretend there is.
No, I know. I want to know,
Well, then go check,
motherfucker.
pussy.
God damn it! I told you I wanted my safe space.
You got it. It's right there on your microphone.
I'm sorry. I might be offending some people.
No,
Fuck
you're
off.
not offending nobody, because
I don't think anybody's
Fuck off.
listening.
I look at it this way. There may not be anyone listening live, and I don't care about if people listen live. People will see this. People will hear it. People will watch it. They may not watch the entire thing. They may skip through it. They may see 2 seconds of it and be like, fuck that. I don't care.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Because my very first one was like 7 minutes long. It was just me introducing the podcast. And that, I think, to this day, still has the most views.
Oh well.
I mean, I don't care about the views, just like the CV May one. I don't care how many views we get. We get a lot of views on that stuff when we get on. It's not a lot of views live, but it's a lot of views afterwards. And that's the effect I want for all of it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what counts.
Right. So I mean, when you think about it, I mean, we're sitting in front of microphones and all this fucking gear and these iPads and whatever, and we're in my house, right?
And snacks.
And snacks. So yeah, that's an important thing. But if we don't do this, we may not. Someone might not get helped. Someone may not go. You know what? That guy in a blue shirt and those two guys in a black shirt are talking about things that are not normal. You know, we're not supposed to do that because we're tough soldiers. We're tough law enforcement guys. We can handle it. No bullshit. You can't handle it because it's suicide is happening on both sides of the house. Law enforcement and freaking military.
It is.
So obviously we can't handle it, and there's an issue, and it needs to be discussed.
Yeah, because if we could handle it, we wouldn't have any suicides. We wouldn't have any
There would be no need for
PTSD,
discussion.
you know
no
that.
PTSD or anything.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to have this discussion.
So, I mean, and I've had people on the East Coast. I had a guy on the East Coast on this show on the telephone. He did a telephone show with me for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And he was terrified about talking about some of the stuff. He opened up about that much out of an infinite amount. He told a very tiny bit of his story in the 2 hours or however long he was on. But he was one of my soldiers when I was a drill sergeant. And he's got PTSD so bad, like anxiety PTSD. And it just tears him from limb to limb every day, all day. And he talked a little bit about it.
Do you think that's because society has taught him not to open up and not to talk about the things that he's seen?
I think he's afraid to be judged.
True.
Well, that's my opinion.
And I can see that.
Right. And well, obviously he's comfortable talking to me about it. I mean, I'm not saying because I was a drill sergeant, but I'm saying because I've kept in touch with him, and anytime he's talked to me after basic training, I've always talked to him. And he's always just had a place to come talk. And I think that's the only reason why he even opened his mouth on my podcast. I'm not the end all be all of freaking everything. I think together, the people that open up a format like this for people to come talk to are the ones that are the most help. In a verbal way, I guess.
I honestly have somebody I wanted you to talk to. I've talked to him once. I've talked to him a couple times since.
Bring him in here. We'll both do it, even if it's on a phone call.
I can bring him in on a phone call.
Yeah, do him on a phone call. I mean, if he can't make it here physically.
No, he lives actually over in is it New Hampshire?
That's where my buddy's from. What's his name?
Ryan Pitts.
Nope, that's not him. But my buddy lives in New Hampshire, for real. No shit.
It's New Hampshire or somewhere right in that area. Ryan Pitts, he's actually
Yeah, we'll do a phone call with him.
He's actually
Both be here.
a CMH winner.
Wow.
The awards you don't want to win.
Right.
It's second to the Purple Heart. You never ever
Right.
want to win it. That's the one thing
And
you never ever wish you could win.
To get a little on the lighter side, the enemy marksmanship badge. That's what a lot of people will call it. My buddy's got my buddy's got two of them, and that's what he calls the enemy.
They got me badge.
The enemy qualified on me twice because he got shot twice.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, some people call the Purple Heart the enemy marksmanship badge.
Well, it depends because I've seen people get the Purple Heart for a lot less.
Right. We won't get into the awards system in the military. But anyway, I know what you mean, and but hats off to guys that got Purple Hearts and women and whatever.
And I talked to this guy. I was back in when the hell did I go over to Virginia? It was like April, May, sometime this year. And like I called him up out of the blue. Like I talked to my old company commander, and he's now a full bird colonel. And like so, I was sitting there. I was talking with I gave him a call, and I hit him up on Facebook, and like hadn't heard from him. I didn't want to hear from him. In all actuality, throughout the time I was gone, since I've been out, because I got out in March 31st, 2007. In April 1st, 2007, my stop loss went into effect. Through that deployment, my regiment was awarded 3 or 4 Congressional Medal of Honors.
Damn.
Yeah, I suffer. I don't suffer from. I suffer from PTSD in the normal sense of it, but I also survive. I also suffer from survivor's guilt because I was the only one out of 8 people that did not go to that deployment that lived. There was seven others and myself that went out to that were going to on this deployment that were supposed to go. I was the only one out of that 7 that did not go. Out of that 8 people, I'm the only one still alive.
I got a bunch of friends like that.
And it sucks. I hate my life.
But you got to know it's not your fault.
Let me rephrase it. I hated my life because I thought there was something I could do to change that. And lo and behold, here we go. I could not change it no matter what I wanted to do.
You never will.
No. And that was part of my problem is I was always going through that going, I could have changed something. I could have done something different. If I was there, I could have been there for those people. I couldn't have. I could have just ended up another victim in the group.
Yep.
Right?
You ever been down to Draper Park?
No, I have not.
There's a monument there with a freaking huge freaking headstone with names on it.
No, but I did go up to
all them guys are from the same platoon.
Oh,
and
really?
my buddy I used to work with was in that platoon. He's like one of the only ones that survived it. You go there through Draper Park, you got to walk around. It's not like a long walk or nothing, but you'll come to this monument, like headstone thing with a bunch of names on it. And you'll see all those names. This guy all died in the same exact firefight. And my buddy goes there every single year on the anniversary and takes a picture. And he deals with that very roughly.
Oh, I could imagine.
It's. I won't get too far into it because I don't want to like tell his story or nothing. I want him to, but he'll never come on here and tell it. But it's borderline ruined his marriage and his life and everything. But he's still hanging in there and getting through it.
Jeez, I can't imagine why.
Yeah, I mean, it's survivor's guilt, just like you were talking about. That's
worse.
That's hard to deal with and live with.
That's way actually worse than some of the other shit you got to deal with. In all honesty,
and that's a lot of different type of PTSD too.
Yeah. I mean, even when you look at on the flip side of it, like law enforcement and stuff, I've seen a lot of people in law enforcement that have went through the same exact thing.
Exactly, and I think they go through it more often than we would.
Oh yeah,
we don't go to combat every year.
No,
or every day. No. And law enforcement guys,
they get
got a tougher job than we do.
They're getting shot. They're getting shot at and killed every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they got a way tougher job than we do because it's every day, not once in a while.
No, you're absolutely right.
We do cooler training than they do.
I mean, we get a lot more bullets,
but
you guys get bigger and
we get bigger toys,
cooler toys.
We get cooler toys, but I mean,
you guys grind on it every single day. You're putting that freaking mask on.
It does, yeah. It doesn't matter whether or not you're suiting up and getting into a car and fucking going out, or you're doing, correction side of the house where you're sitting in with hardened criminals day after day after day after day after day. Every day is
brutal.
A new day.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you though, the police force gets a cooler funeral. With the bagpipes and all the cool shit.
I think I might have to disagree with that because I've seen some military funerals, and they're a lot.
I don't know. I like that bagpipe stuff that the police do. I guess that's the one thing I want at my funeral that
I guess
I won't get if I just do a standard military funeral.
I guess I've seen that in the military funerals because we had guys that knew how to play bagpipes.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
when we
I've
were
done it
doing
too.
their,
Guess
we
it
were
just
doing their
depends
services.
Depends on your resources. And
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I mean, I'm not. Believe me, I'm not bragging about this in any way, shape, or form. I promise.
What you need to do is when you fill out that thing that tells you what you want to happen when you die.
Yeah, my
Whatever.
will?
What? No, it's not the will. It's whatever you can fill out.
my
a
last
form.
dying request.
Either way, have them play bagpipes at your funeral.
So
it's amazing.
no shit.
It is.
I'm really not. I'm not begging. I'm not bragging. Begging.
Begging. Bragging.
I've played taps on my trumpet for over 500 funerals. I've had a handful of those. I could probably count on both my hands where they've come and played the bagpipes at them. And it's just made it that much better. That's just something I like. Don't get me wrong. I've done the rifle team. I've done taps. I've done the presentation of the flag. I've been a pallbearer. I've folded the flag. I've done it all on funeral detail. I mean, that's one of the best honors I've ever had in the military, was to do anything on funeral detail, and to give that flag over to the family, and just do your statement that you're supposed to do. I think that's the most honorable thing I've done in the military.
Honestly, there's it doesn't matter what you've done, where you've been, how you've been there. There is honestly no greater honor than, as sick as it sounds, when somebody dies, to be able to have to do those final honors. There's nothing that even equates to that moment.
Exactly.
For a soldier, for a police officer, for anybody. I mean, that is like, it's sad that you have to say that is the greatest honor that you can do, but to give those final moments and those final words to that grieving spouse, that in and of itself is more than words can say. Ever.
I agree 100%. See, I keep turning my mic down because my mic's also picking you up because you're talking this way, and it's just picking up the
Well, I will stop talking to you then.
No, it doesn't matter. You could talk that way. You could talk that way. It's just this room sound bounces. I mean, maybe on one of these days I'll do some soundproofing in here. But for now, it is what it is.
No. I don't know. I'm passing the torch over to that direction.
I'm just enjoying hearing you guys talk and hearing your experiences.
But you're part of this, so
I
you
know,
got to be a
I-
part of the.
I think I'm more of a spectator than I am actually like talking. So
Yeah, but you still have experiences. Oh, I got the sound turned on. Go ahead. It's up.
Oh, I was trying to find what I wanted to do because I was gonna like make fun of him, but like.
I was thinking more like the cricket one.
All right, we're going to do some sound effects real quick.
Why not?
Yeah, that's Brian.
And
Yeah, so, I mean, seriously, I don't know what else I don't know what other direction we're going to go because this got pretty heavy and deep pretty quick. After we were joking around at first, you know. But that's what I like to have on the podcast. I mean, yeah, we can always sit here and cut it up and joke and cuss and scream and whatever. And that's all fun too. But when you talk about reality and stuff.
He's showing his injury of his finger.
Yeah, he's got a blister right there on his finger.
I got a blister on my finger. That's what I'm showing him right now.
That's good. But when you talk about the reality of stuff, this is just 3 experiences of 3 different situations.
And it's kind of a safe area where we can all talk and give out our experiences. And hopefully the things that we're talking about tonight, like you said, hopefully somebody that needs to hear it will hear it. Whether they're live, whether they see it today, tomorrow, a year from now. Maybe something that we're talking about tonight and something that we say can help that person.
Exactly.
Oh, do you need more whiskey? Is that what you're pointing at?
No.
No.
No, I'm good.
What are you
Never
pointing
mind.
at? What are you pointing at?
You found your beer. You got your beer.
Got
It's
my
all
beer.
good.
I'm good.
You got your 805.
I do have
Sir
to. I
B
do have
says.
to echo off your comment about the bagpipes, though, because I have attended quite a few officer funerals, and hearing those bagpipes go off and the drums in an arena. Wow.
I know exactly when you're
Wow.
talking about too, because I was
I
there
mean,
too.
it's different when it's outside, but
I was in the
but-
Maverick
but
Center
to-
for that one.
But to hear in the Maverick Center or the center over here, the UVU,
Yep.
it just gets you right to the heart.
It's just chills, man.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And it's not just the bagpipe. It's not just the bagpipe. It's just those huge drums.
The only experience I have is like, so literally a guy jumped his bagpipes into Iraq.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and he was playing his bagpipes on the open field at night.
Cool.
And when whenever we had somebody who fell, he would jump in and he would come to the remembrance and he would play the bagpipes.
That's cool.
I mean, it was
Wish I could learn how to play them. I hear they're hard. They are
I apparently they're really fucking hard. And I have no clue how to.
We got to blow that bag.
because you
up
got
here and-
you got you got to
you
blow the
should be
bag
good at-
up.
you should
gotta
be good
blow
at
the bag
that.
up,
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
and
Yeah.
then you're pushing the bag.
I'll show you later.
Oh,
and doing this and pulling the bag up again. So you're doing like 3 different.
So you're doing a lot of blowing, is what you're saying?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Blowing and fingering.
He'll teach you how to. He'll
You
teach
just
you how
had to make it awkward.
It's all
Why
good.
not?
I'm good at blowing and fingering.
Fuck yes, I'm gonna make it
Ask
awkward.
Jeremy. But Word up.
No. So, we were gonna get drunk and have a good time, and we have not fucking done that yet.
Well, you're not gonna be drunk till 4 in.
I have to ride home tonight still.
You don't have to ride him. You can
I know
stay
I don't
here.
have to ride home, but like theoretically speaking, I still have to get on my motorcycle and ride home tonight.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be a cold ride home.
I don't give a shit. I got warm clothes. I'm not. My mama didn't raise me a pussy.
You don't have you don't have one of those fancy bikes where you can put the jacket on and plug.
dude,
it in?
he's from
No.
Chicago, man. That's
don't.
bone chilling cold. Bone marrow chilling cold.
I mean, it's gonna be bone marrow chilling cold. I mean, let's see what have we got here.
But he is from the infantry.
Yes,
I
I am-
respect. I respect anybody that rides a motorcycle in cold weather.
I am. I have done a lot of time in the infantry, so we're pretty fucking stupid.
Yes, you said it, not me. That's what I'll do.
But at least I don't claim that I'm infantry.
I never claim that I'm infantry.
Yes, he does.
19 Delta Cavalry Scout. United States Army. The best ever. Look, you can't even hit the goddamn button. That's right. That's where the infantry was formed.
See, we got this all in sync here. I didn't do that one. Raggy.
Hey, do you ever? How old are you, man?
Put that in your book.
Put
All right,
that in your
seriously.
pipe and smoke it.
Seriously, jerky, how old are you?
Let's see.
35, 40?
44.
44.
We are the same age.
Yeah.
77.
You remember that TV show Make Me
77,
Laugh?
buddy.
The Make Me
Yes.
Laugh show?
Yes, I remember the TV show Make Me Laugh.
I guarantee you could make me laugh in 5 seconds.
Wow.
That was real. Was that real? Who fucking farted?
That was real.
That was real. I better not smell that.
I heard that on the microphone. That was loud.
Holy shit.
Made him laugh.
I was-
I win.
I was laughing before you even started, bro. And you can't use That purple one or the green one right there?
Who is your daddy and what does he
I
do?
smell that.
daddy and what does he do?
Nothing.
Are you eating other people's lunches? Stop it!
Holy shit. Whew. I taste that tastes like
That's gross.
ketchup and onion. What the fuck?
Taste it. I didn't
I
mean
could-
for you to
that
taste it. I
tastes-
mean,
That's disgusting.
deal with it.
I
Welcome to the live radio.
hope my wife don't work in here. 'Cause she'll pass out.
No, she won't.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. She won't even walk in here.
No, she won't. Not unless she hears you saying that.
I know.
But that's a man smell.
It's your fault, not mine.
I didn't fart.
You told me to make you laugh.
Did you fart or did he?
I did.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, if I farted, you guys would know it.
Oh, so he's saying he's got more clout than you. That's right.
That's the only bad thing about a keto diet, is it makes you stink.
That was him, not me.
Yeah, that set off the alarm all right.
Sorry, it was a little late. It was a delayed reaction. No, that's what he likes to hear.
It turns me on. That's what you sound like.
My house. Actually, in all honesty, the sheep sound, when he was in Iraq, he kind of missed it, and so every
When I
time-
was in Iraq, I didn't miss it because I heard it every day.
I know that's why he missed it. So he would go find himself a sheep. Every day. This guy's the only guy that still owns a pair of Velcro gloves.
The hook gloves, not the pile
the
gloves.
hook gloves.
So I can
Hook-
grab onto them and they
And-
can't get away.
They can't get away.
Interesting.
Hook and pile. You got to have the hook gloves and hook pants.
Yes, because in the Army we're not allowed to call it Velcro. It has to be called hook and pile tape.
right.
Hook tape meaning
Because
the-
there's no stickiness
because-
shit involved. But you're
Because-
wearing tape.
because
So
we
you
can't
don't call it
any-
Velcro, you call it sticky.
No, we call it hook and
No,
pile.
hook and pile.
Hook and pile.
Because
Hook
we're not allowed to
Grabs
call it.
onto the pile, like the pubic hair part of the freaking Velcro.
See, this
that
is what
part.
this is what the Cav Scouts were told. Now, what we were told is we can't call it that because we're not allowed to call it by the
Actual name.
actual name, the corporate name, because we're not allowed to use corporate brands.
And they're not smart enough to use their brain to call it whatever they want. They just do what they're told.
Yet he's the one that continues to talk about it.
To start implement that, so I'm not going to call it Velcro. It's going to be hook
And,
And
pile.
pile
and
tape.
pile tape.
Hook and pile
Hook
tape.
and pile tape.
Hook and pile
He's
tape.
gonna go home, honey. Let's get some of that fucking pile tape.
Hook and pile
I got
tape
gloves.
for
You
and
got
me.
the pile pants.
I'm gonna buy you some hook pants, and I'm gonna buy some pile.
I'm kind of
wallpaper.
listening, but
We love you, Dana.
if you're listening,
She probably is. Hopefully she's asleep.
If she is, I'm sorry.
I can't apologize for being me, but I can't apologize if
Don't
you're
ever.
offended.
don't ever apologize.
And I'm sorry.
I can't apologize for being me, but I can apologize for him being him.
My taste in music ranges from "you need to listen to this" to "I know, please don't judge me."
Is that what your wife just texted you?
No, that was
Oh,
No, it's just
Hamblin.
Matt.
it's just
Matt-
what the
Matt
fuck. My music taste ranges from I'm sorry to really no, seriously, I'm really fucking sorry that you had to fucking listen to what I listened to.
Not me.
because It's that bad.
If I like it, that's all that matters to me.
Well, that's not saying that I
Unless-
don't like it. I mean, fuck 'em if-
Unless I'm
fuck 'em if-
DJing a
fuck 'em
wedding.
if they can't take a joke.
Joke about they can't take a fuck.
Exactly.
Bird. Ooh, burn. Let's talk movies.
Movies. So
Step Brothers.
why you gotta go old? I was gonna
That's
go
not
with
that old.
Did we just become friends?
Yep.
You want to go to the garage and do karate?
Did you touch my drum set?
I put my nutsack on your drum set.
You want to build a? Okay, Dad, can we build a
fort.
Can we make our beds into bunk beds?
bunk beds?
There's so much more room for activities.
No, I was gonna go with. Have you seen the new one? What is it? Code Red or Red?
No.
Whatever it is.
James Bond?
No. With The Rock and fucking Deadpool. God damn it.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan-
Yes, I actually have.
Ryan
I just
Reynolds.
watched that
I
the other
haven't
day.
seen that
Actually, a
one.
good movie.
Fucking damn good movie.
Pretty cool.
It's crazy how fast he went from a professional wrestler to like just killing it in the movie.
Well, he didn't go that fast, but he
He
did
went-
some
he went
pretty
pretty
fucked
quick.
up movies. But like the one where he was a hockey player and had to be in a Tinkerbell suit. He's a fairy or whatever, tooth fairy or whatever.
I didn't watch that one. I couldn't do it.
That was actually cool.
Tooth Fairy?
Hell yeah.
No, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
He did a
Sorry.
good job. He's a good sport, man.
You know,
I
I'm
just
not
saw,
saying he's
uh,
not.
I just saw a video of him today. He stopped and rolled down his window. He looks over at the fans.
and he
and
gave
they're
you
all-
and he gave you a blowjob.
No, and they're all
And-
right, taking pictures of him. He goes, "Hey, have you guys been by my house today?" They're like, "No, not yet. We haven't been." He goes, "Keep it that way."
Because I'm giving free blowjobs all night.
He goes, "Keep it that way. I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Thanks for being fans." Rolls the window up and drove away.
It's crazy hearing about his backstory, though. How he
Favorite
was
movie? Favorite military type
homeless and-
movie? Go.
Favorite military type movie? Stripes.
Lone Survivor.
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, Full Metal Jacket's a good one.
So
And then Lone
but-
Survivor.
I mean, if we're gonna think about it, I mean, I could come up with a million different.
I've got to
ones,
sit
but-
down.
No,
and
you
watch.
said Stripes.
No,
That's
no,
the fact, Jack.
Like I'm just
I've
just
gotta
going
sit
off
down
of,
and watch
of
Full
a
Metal
knee-jerk.
Jacket again because I don't think I've watched it past the basic training part. Just
You don't have to watch
You
it
don't have
past
to.
that.
You know, no,
because
that's where the
like,
movie
that's like the
ends.
best part of the movie. The whole
That's-
thing,
Exactly.
the
That's
whole
where
thing
the
with
movie
Gunny
ends.
in it. Gunny is
The rest
just-
of the movie sucks
Gunny,
ass.
Gunny just makes that movie.
I would go differently, but no, I'm not gonna say the whole movie sucks ass.
No, just
mean, just
the
'cause-
basic training
just 'cause
part
you
is
like- just-
classic.
Just because you like sucking ass doesn't mean the whole movie sucks ass. I mean, come on.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
And then my second best military movie would have to be Fury.
Fury is
Ladies and gentlemen,
bomb.
Fury was really good.
let me tell you. Oh, yeah. I was a drill sergeant, but so was
He
he.
pretends.
Oh, God.
I was an infantry drill sergeant. He was not.
U-571 was good.
Wait.
You-
We're all infantry. And
Oh,
in
oh,
basic
yes,
training,
yes.
do you know what the acronym BASIC stands for?
I'm listening.
I'm asking you.
I'm listening.
I'm asking you, do
I'm
you know?
listening.
That means no, ladies and gentlemen. He does not know what BASIC stands for.
B
Basic
A
Artillery.
Army
Army.
S.
Scouts.
Oh, sorry.
Are we spelling out basic?
BA Basic Army Scout Infantry Course.
You got me.
Yeah,
Basic.
boy, that's what the scouts told themselves to feel good about themselves in their life.
It just proves that
It just
Scouts
proves
always
that-
come before infantry.
Shit, please, bitch.
Oh God!
So
You
so
play with your
so
little 11
ev-
Bravo Blue fucking shit, and you can
I wasn't-
pretend
I
to
w-
be as great as we are.
I was an 11 Charlie.
Now,
Oh, that's even worse.
Yes, because I was a transition. We honestly can call ourselves trannies. We couldn't decide whether or not we wanted to be artillery or infantry, but we were the best of both worlds.
So-
fuck
so-
them both.
So you're admitting you're not 100% infantry.
So I am admitting that
How
I'm
did- how did we
better
get off
than
movies?
artillery and infantry.
this always happens with us. Doesn't matter.
best best
hey,
future.
it's we always have a larger cock contest around here.
And I always win.
best,
He thinks
best
he always
futuristic-
wins, but I don't
Best
pull out my real cock.
futuristic military movie.
Best futuristic military movie.
Aliens. Fucking movie, man.
Aliens.
What's the name of that guy? It's an older one, man. What's the,
Aliens.
it's the movie where they...
The Colonial Marines.
I don't remember.
Aliens.
I got a movie in my mind, but I can't remember the name of it, so I'm sorry I can't.
Predator
No.
was good because they were special forces.
I never really got into all that. I mean, they're cool movies to watch, but I never really got into the Alien Predator thing.
Starship Troopers.
That's it,
No,
right there.
I couldn't-
Boom,
I
right there. That's the one,
I
right
couldn't
there.
Get into that
That's what I'm talking about. Leave me hanging right there, right?
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I like that.
Best crime.
Oh, even though they're
Best
even
crime movie?
e- e-
Serendipity.
even though they're
Crime.
qualified
Crime.
Oh, crime. Heat.
Den of Thieves.
Heat.
That was a good movie. Best.
crime movie.
You gonna let him get and say his stuff? Or
No.
fuck him, right? He's infantry.
Best
I love
street.
you, brother.
Best street shootout I have ever seen was Heat.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, Street Shootout? Hell no.
Val Kilmer was going.
Godfather.
nuts.
Tombstone.
Oh, Tombstone's good.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't
What's
tell
that-
me don't tell
what's
me
that one
what
with
your
Kevin
pet.
Costner. Open Range.
Wait, what?
That was a good one.
What'd you
that,
say?
That was a western though.
What'd you say now?
Open one.
Did
Open
you just say
range.
Open
best
range.
Kevin Costner movie?
No, I said it had.
I was gonna be like Robin
it
Hood.
had Kevin Costner in it.
Waterworld.
I'm gay.
That movie was
Oh yeah.
If I was a Navy fuck.
Right. Ooh.
Ooh, you look hot in those tight
Leotards.
skin pants.
Leotards, lad. So hey, best Tom Hanks movie. What's your favorite Tom Hanks movie?
Big.
Good one.
Saving Private Ryan.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Saving Ryan's privates. Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Rubbing Private Ryan.
Rubbing Ryan's privates.
Right.
No, I take that back. Green Mile.
Green Mile. Good.
That's what
good,
I was gonna
Good
say.
answer.
That's what I was gonna say because I love that movie.
Let's see. What was
Yes,
the last
boss.
one? Well, then there's Castaway.
Castaway.
Wilson. I love that movie. That's cool too.
It was good.
I don't think there's a bad movie that he's been in. The Road to Perdition was filmed. Part of it was filmed in
That
my
was
home,
the
like
only-
2 miles from my house.
That was the only movie I think Tom Hanks was actually kind of like a bad guy. He really wasn't a bad guy, but he was kind of a bad guy.
But big man, the Zoltar machine.
Zoltar.
That was a kick-ass movie. I still like that movie, man.
I mean,
They did a good job with the little kid too, making him look like Tom Hanks. You know.
You're missing 2 numbers on your social security number. 12.
Mark Wahlberg. What's your favorite Mark Wahlberg movie? Don't you dare say Studio 54.
fuck you.
Homo.
Fuck you. Mark Wahlberg movie.
What is that movie?
Shooter.
No.
That's one of them. That's
gonna-
a movie he was in.
What's the one with Jack Nicholson and Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg?
You're thinking of the. Begins with a P.
This.
Yeah, you like penis, but that's not what it is.
You got the cordless mic.
Oh. I know, because you need to have yours
'Cause you can
attached.
take it anywhere.
You need to attach yours to something.
Hey, I bet you can go take a shit and still be on the show right now.
You want me to try it?
Sure, go
I
ahead.
bet you I could do it.
I know you can because it'll reach through there.
I probably could.
That's just creepy.
I got you guys. Hey, just a minute, man.
The Departed.
Yeah, all right, guys, I'm ready.
The Departed.
The part, yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
it's a good movie.
The Departed, and there's
Italian Job.
no,
That was all right.
no.
Mark Wahlberg. I'm trying to think of another good one that he was in.
Dirk Diggler. I couldn't believe. Why were people paying
Good
money to
God,
go
why
watch
the, why
that
the
movie?
Why the fuck am I goddamn blanking on this? Because we already just mentioned it. Oh, fuck.
Shooter?
No, not Shooter.
There's one he recently did too, where it was
God,
he was a cop that got fired because he assaulted his captain
Daddy's.
at his house. Because the guy was beating his wife up, so he pulled him outside and beat the shit out of him, and then they tried to frame him for some kind of bull crap. Man, that was a good movie too. God, I wish I knew the name. I wish we had fans that were actually listening and being able to talk to us.
I said it looks like there's only one person watching.
It's us.
Oh, is that us?
So that's on. I am on right now.
Lone Survivor. There we go.
Lone
That's the one I was
Survivor.
trying
Yeah.
to fucking goddamn think
That's
of.
that's
I'm
my
like-
favorite one that he did.
I'm like, fuck. I know the name of the goddamn thing.
yeah, that's
We've already
my
mentioned
favorite,
it once.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you know-
my
did
favorite
you know
Mark
Marcus,
Wahlberg movie.
Marcus Luttrell was actually in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but very briefly.
Very, very briefly.
So yeah, craziness.
Oh shit! I guess that's my turn
Hey,
to ask you a question.
Well,
huh?
here you go. Last movie. I literally just watched this the other day. Kind of for some freaking reason, I don't remember the name of it. It's a new Halle Berry movie where she's a boxer,
Oh, I saw
a
that.
UFC fighter.
I saw the what was it? It's a new Netflix
Yeah,
thing.
you know what? I didn't even know it was her until the end of the movie when I saw the credits roll.
That's what I heard.
I'm like, that was Halle Berry? My wife's
have
like, yeah,
no
that was
idea.
Halle Berry. I was like, I did not know that. Good movie. My wife couldn't watch it because of things that happened in the movie. Not the fighting or anything like that, but man, good movie. Really was.
How was it? Bruised.
Yeah. That's the name of it.
Yeah, I saw the. Oh fuck you! No, sit the fuck down. You just sit down, cause I'm gonna have to go get a fucking. I'm gonna have to go get a fucking cowboy hat on and a fucking goddamn duster.
There's one right over there.
No, that's a Stetson. I don't fucking want your bullshit.
Stetsons are cowboy
I binge
hats.
watched that entire show. It's amazing.
It is amazing. I'm not gonna
I'm talking about
I'm-
Yellowstone.
I'm not gonna tell you how many times I've seen the fucking show.
Oh, God.
so good.
I binge watch it 4 times.
So good.
Every time a new season comes out, I binge watch it. Oh fuck, you can't go wrong.
I was the
without-
same way with Breaking Bad.
See, Breaking Bad. I have
finished,
not
I finished
seen.
watching Breaking Bad, and I just started.
I have not seen the end of it. Breaking Bad.
Oh, it's so good.
No, I understand it is. I
I've
just have.
never seen Breaking Bad.
That's because you're retarded.
I guess I'll be retarded then.
It's
but
kind of like Sons of Anarchy. It starts out really slow, but then it gets good.
It does, and then it kind of slows down.
please
again.
save me a little bit there. I'd like a little bit there, buddy. He's like, fuck you. I'm eating it all.
Yeah, but if you're caught up on Yellowstone, it's good.
Good enough of that in your mouth.
I'm good.
Here, just take the whole goddamn thing. Stop passing it back to me. Fuck you. I don't want it. There, you take it. Fuck you. I don't want it. I don't have to fucking take this. I don't have to take this shit from you.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 grown men fighting over cheese dip.
Motherfucker.
Cheese dip. Cheese dip.
I'm trying to give it back to him because I don't want it in front of me. Bitch. I'll fuck you up.
I swear we're like the 3 Stooges here. Larry, Curly, Moe.
I don't care which one I am. That's what Curly.
Dude, look, he's like giving me the death look over here.
He loves you.
I'm fucking Curly.
I just pointed to
Curly
you,
got a
sorry.
crew cut, man,
Larry, Curly,
and a
Moe.
round head. You got the roundest head.
I'm the best looking out of the 3.
Oh my God. I think I just shit my pants.
Well, hey,
That just
hey, you know, you
reminded
just-
me of Short Circuit when he like rewires all the robots to be like.
Just remember one thing. Just remember one thing. Opinions are like assholes.
Everybody got one,
They
they all
all
stink.
stink. So I'm the best looking of them all.
That's your opinion.
Exactly. Fuck you if you can't agree with me.
Don't want to.
I don't care if you want to or not.
WTF?
Over.
That fell off my microphone.
What fell off your microphone?
Piece of fuzz.
That's what they call it?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What else would it be there, Jeremy?
I don't know.
You tell me. Ding, 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 ding,
I
ding.
don't know. Use your imagination.
It would be nothing else.
Uh-huh.
Maybe some food that maybe got on my mouth.
Is that what that was?
I won't disclose anything else.
Oh, fuck.
fuck.
You got to feel right at home with this fucking gay ass infantry blue shit that's in here.
Son.
I did it for you, man.
Son.
Um,
I appreciate.
son, father.
I appreciate you.
I
everything you've
respect
done.
you, man. I really do. You wouldn't be here in my house if I didn't like you. There it is.
Just because.
Burn. So what do you say we wrap this up here?
Sergeant Hartman, your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to.
And the first and last words out of your mouth will be, sir.
I can't go on with that. I just can't do it.
Dude, I mean, you cannot. I don't even give a shit what branch of the military.
I hate everybody equally.
I don't care what branch of the military you're in. There is nothing that is ever going to stand up to Gunnery Sergeant Hartman in fucking Full Metal Jacket. He
The icon.
epitomizes. He epitomized. I grew up, like, in my basic training, I heard that every single fucking day. Every fucking day.
Ooh.
My drill sergeants watched that fucking video.
You got a magnet on there.
Yes, I do.
It's like stuck to the table there.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. Yeah.
Every fucking day. They
How many
watched that.
times when you were drilled did you have privates going, will you do Full Metal Jacket?
Never, because they were all scared of me.
Well, how many weeks did you do?
I did a full. I did 2 red cycles.
No, like when you did your cycles, did you do the whole 9 weeks or did you do the whole like OSIT class? Or?
No. So when I went through, I was reserve.
Oh, you were one of them guys.
I went through. Yeah, but I went through for a full.
the kind of
Stop.
guys that come in for 2 weeks and give my guys
Stop,
candy,
you bitch.
let them go do
Fuck
use the phones. Hey, private, you can go use the freaking. You can go to shop it if you want, guy.
So hey,
I
hey,
won't tell
hey,
your
motherfucker.
drill while he's on
Hey,
leave.
motherfucker, let me tell
Listen
you
to
this.
him. Hey, I could do this right here. Turn your mic off.
My mic up because you're such a bitch.
Go ahead, finish.
I actually,
even if you
I-
turn his mic off,
Part-timer.
you're still gonna be able to hear it because he.
Oh yeah, I can project my voice
Oh,
like a
so can
motherfucker.
I.
I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
No, you're not. You're Sergeant Regan.
Okay, so
Reagan?
no, I did.
Reagan?
So I came right off of. I came actually right off of active duty. Went right into drill sergeant school, and went into the reserves. So I went from active duty to school on the trail. I did. My initial push was I went for the full push that the reserves did because we had to back up the active duty guys so they can go into the 2-week
Right.
2-week course. So I was the one that was going from company to company for the full 9 weeks.
That's the best right there.
Oh yeah, it was. Honestly, that's why.
But trust me, I did OSET for my own MOS, and I still loved the 9-week basic training better.
Well, see, so I went in when I got there. I went into a company and they were doing blue phase.
Cool.
Yeah. So I went out to the field. I
You're
went
ready,
out
ready to go out the field.
and like they when I rolled in, they were like, whenever you're comfortable, just jump in.
I'm comfortable now. How about that?
I rolled in and I sat there for about 2 hours and I was like kind of watching shit. And I looked at my my battle and I looked at him and said, "I'm good." And he's like, "Have at it." And boom, 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 boom. I mean, I was in full mode instantaneously.
It's the only way to go about it.
And no, it's the way you're gonna
As
learn.
soon as you do this,
Oh no,
you're in
it's-
full mode.
It's the way you're gonna learn.
Yep.
And then they sent me over to another company because that company was going on cycle break, and the other company was picking up.
That's always a great word.
Oh,
That's always a great moment. We're on cycle break. Fuck you.
yeah. So they sent
We'll
me
help
over,
you with pickup, and that's it.
They sent me over to another company, and like so I went red phase.
That's the best phase ever.
Oh fuck! Tell me about it.
It sucks for time. But
Oh
and
God,
sleep.
it sucks.
But it's the best phase ever.
You never sleep. You never eat. You never fucking
You eat
Hey,
3
you know,
times a day. But
You eat 3 times a day because you eat whenever the privates eat or the
hey, private,
trainees.
just get out there in formation. Wait for me to get done eating.
It was a good learning experience for me because there's nothing worse than fucking having to stand in front of a company full of 120, 130 privates and being like, and start calling commands.
Right?
Because you're like, oh, fuck, am I going to do this right?
Oh, yeah.
But no, and so going at it and breaking down and learning that pit. And then, of course, I had the SSGL, or the senior drill instructor, who didn't like me.
They never liked you.
No, she didn't like me because I was infantry and because I was white.
Why? Because you had the blue little ring around your freaking shit.
No, but she didn't like me because I was white and because I was infantry. She was
Yeah, you
like
had the little blue ring around your freaking logo.
Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
to push the button talk.
She fucking thought that I was like some kind of fucking.
He's getting bored.
He's getting bored. Fuck him if he can't take a joke.
Oh. All right, Brian. Talk to us about the police academy.
I can talk to you about the police academy. What do you want to talk about the police academy? But and
Oh, you hear him now? He's just kidding.
oh yeah. And honestly, like I don't say
I can't
that.
mess with you, then who would?
Right?
And I don't say that because like like she made me angry because of the fact that she was so like malicious in the way she did things.
Some of them females were. No
Exactly.
disrespect to females, but some of
She
them
was-
were just like that.
She was very malicious in the way she did things. If she had come up to me and talked to me, I would have been like, "Okay, cool. How can we work?"
You're
this
my
out?"
battle senior drill sergeant woman person
Well,
thing.
And the worst part about it is, my last company I worked with was a black female E7 as my senior, and here he goes with his fucking son. Whoa! Hey, wait a minute. You like pulled up fucking drill sounds. Oh, I might be getting turned on. Play him again. Play him again. Play him again, Sam. Oh yes. No. I want the drill sounds. There you go. Oh.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why-
That's
why-
like the Howard Stern show. Hey,
Oh.
turn your subs up all the way. All right. That's fun.
But yeah, so like I dealt with a magnitude of different people I had to deal with. So unfortunately, that was a sad part about it, is that I had to deal with like I didn't have like a senior drill instructor who was fucking like consistent. I had to
Sitting
deal with a
laughing,
whole
thinking,
bunch of them.
What are people going to think if they actually listen to this whole show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're like, we're just like, ugh. We're just making noises, being stupid. All right, you were redlining there.
I know I was.
That was bad for the freaking juju.
So
That's
as-
not what.
as
That's not
drill-
what she said.
Yeah, but that'll be all distorted.
That's
so
not what she said. She thought it was fucking good. So you know,
Hopefully, I asked this correctly. As drill
asses correctly.
ask,
Hold on.
Ask this correctly. As drill sergeants, what was your biggest platoon that you had?
64 dudes.
That's a lot.
As a full platoon.
Just a platoon, not a company. It's platoon.
Or
I was in-
company, platoon, whatever.
Two.
So,
well, okay.
I don't know the
So-
military term.
A company usually persisted of about 30 to 30.
What was
to
the
40.
biggest group of guys you supervised as a drill sergeant?
A company size element.
Okay, so that's
Usually,
company. Okay.
Yeah, so usually 100.
300 people
Holy cow.
I mean,
at one time.
That's a lot of people.
Yep. 5 platoons, 60 people. 300 people.
yeah, it depended.
That's
upon
just
what you
that's just the trainees, not their freaking sorry ass lieutenants that came. Because we did
See,
LTC as
that's
well.
That's just amazing that you, as a drill sergeant, have that status to where they give you the respect, the honor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when
And
we-
do what you tell them to do.
So I was in what they call an infantry unit, but it was like everyone was coming through basic. It didn't matter what your MOS was. It was just basic training. So it was 9 weeks. I did that for 2 years, and I loved that more than going and training my own guys.
Yeah.
You know, it was 9 weeks of basic training. Then you go on to your school to go learn your job. So we would do every summer. We would do a thing called LTC. Basically, a ROTC guys from college coming in for a month of, familiarization of basic training. So we got them for 3 days, and we got to scuff them up for 3 days, and
Dude, that'd be so much fun.
20 or 30% of the class would just leave because they could literally be like, "I'm done. I want to go home," because they couldn't handle the drill sergeants being
Ring the
tough
bell.
on them. Literally, they'd walk. They'd be like, "I want to go home," and as soon as they say that, you got to leave them alone and send them out, send them over
man.
to wherever. But so we were in charge of 300 people, females included. And then all their lieutenants and captains and majors that were there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and we were telling them what to do. Because they didn't know what to do. But they didn't know anything about the post, how to lay on training, or anything like that. So we were in charge of it all. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so you got, 12 drill sergeants? That's it.
Yeah. 12 drill sergeants.
12 drill
first-
sergeants if you
first
have a
sergeant,
full
company
crew.
commander.
And that's it, yeah. And then you got a little staff
You had a full company.
that helps you out a little bit, like 6 people maybe
And
outside of that.
yeah, and
When you're duty platoon and you're the senior drill sergeant, you're running the show for the whole company.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I can't imagine how much blowback you guys get and how much attitude and
none
none.
None.
That's
because it's like shut up, private. Do push-ups.
oh yeah.
Go get
Well-
your battle buddy.
well,
Don't talk to me.
Well,
You know,
not so much anymore.
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about when I was.
Oh, when I was, no, I didn't get any blowback. They were like,
None.
they were all
Yeah.
like,
I think you'd probably get a lot more of
Whatever
it.
you say.
Yeah, I think you could probably get a lot of it now with this. No offense.
This day and age.
This generation.
No,
Right.
fuck the offense. Yes, this day and age.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, they do. Even coming from basic training, you would expect that the soldiers that you're getting nowadays would be on par. But in all actuality, it's not. It's like they come back and they're like, "Are you telling me what to do?"
Where's my phone?
Yep.
Where's my TikTok?
Exactly, and that's the worst part about it is that they're not held to the same standard. Like when
It almost sucks to watch them wear a brown round
it
and have
sucks
to
to
and
watch
have to go through what they go through.
It's like I've seen what some of these guys do, and they're like, "Yo, we can't do that anymore." Because like I was gonna go to RSP, I was gonna go over to the selection, like the recruiting side of the house, and work for them.
Oh hell no!
And they were like, "Oh, you can't.
I
Do
could
this.
never do that.
You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that." I'm like, you know what? You can go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna come work for you, because if I'm going to sit down and try to train troops pre-basic training, I'm going to make sure that they're ready to go.
I couldn't
And
ever go be a
nowadays,
recruiter.
it's like you can't. You know, if I looked at him and said, and
He
shot
did
a
that,
knife at-
Done.
I'm done.
Oh man.
That's
I
assault
can't-
and abuse or whatever.
Yeah.
That's intimidation.
But back in the
It's-
day, you could do that and get
Oh,
and
You
not have
could
it-
get up there in their face and just poof,
I would literally
push
I
them
would,
like this to the brim of your hat.
I would literally like in the nose of his in
Right
the,
there.
in the bridge of his
Quickly.
nose. I would put my hat in the bridge of his nose, and I would just be screaming at him.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
Oh God, no! You can't. You can't just like.
Yeah.
Feel how hard that hat is.
I know. It's like
Oh, I know.
solid.
I know.
And the brim is just as hard.
And you
Well, that's
would,
my hat. I don't know about anybody else's.
you would literally get into their face, and you would just be screaming at them. And it was nothing.
Yeah. Where you feel the concussion of their voice hitting you in the face.
That's crazy.
That's the best part.
I mean, going through basic training, remembering when I went through basic training, I can't count the number of hours I spent in the front line and the rest position. Like just in the push-up position, just sitting there.
Yeah, me neither.
That's like the worst part.
Like
to
fucking
be.
just sitting there. I mean, like most of these kids
Don't have a fucking clue. They don't have a goddamn clue what the rest of us have been through to give them the right to. Oh, I need my cell phone.
I need my cry room.
I'm feeling a little stressed. I
That's
can't
too bad.
take it anymore. And it's funny. I laugh. That's why I'm done. I'm checking my box.
Yep.
I have.
It's just like me when I was getting ready to get out.
I have the amount of time to retire, and I'm done.
I did.
Skip
Yeah.
the beat. I'm not crying, bitch.
So I just remember my last deployment. I knew I
You
was
see me
done.
going by.
I considered taking Master Sergeant on my last deployment, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't handle the fact that these people were coming in the military crying and bitching and moaning about every little thing you look and say.
Then you got to do 3 years at that rank.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Who wants to do it?
So I looked at it this way. If I ever took, I was offered Master Sergeant twice. And I turned about, I refused to put my packet in twice. And if I looked at it this way, if I was ever to take Master Sergeant, I was going all the way to the top to Command Sergeant Major. I was going to take that, and I would have just kept on going until I got Sergeant Major. But I didn't like that route anyway. I didn't want to be political, so I said, fuck it.
So legit. Like my first sergeant when I was a platoon sergeant, right? In Italy. My first sergeant is still active duty right now. He is like borderline next in line for SMA. Right? So I mean, you think about that. That was 2005. 15, 16 years ago, 17 years ago. And
That's
he was
crazy.
he was already a first sergeant at that time.
Yeah.
And he's like queued in one of the next in line for Sergeant Major of the Army. He had already had almost 20 years in at that point in time.
Crazy.
Insane numbers of years. My old company commander back at that time, I ran into him. I contacted him actually. I called him up. Great guy, Colonel Shipley. I mean, bomb ass commander. I couldn't have asked for a better commander at the time. He's still in, 15 years down the line. Just got full bird colonel this last year, and he was gonna hang it up at the end of this year if he hadn't made or if he hadn't got picked up on the E6 list or 06 list. So I mean that kind of gives you the competitivity. The competitivity, is that a word?
Competitiveness?
Is that a word? I'm making a new word.
No, it's not. That's an
I'm
infantry word.
making a new word
Only infantry can do that.
because I'm special.
Right.
Yes. So
Special.
Bethel, because the competitivity, right?
Like Blue Man Group.
I'm gonna go see them next month.
Cool.
I take a breath's not a fan of Blue Man.
Man, slap him up, silly.
I've seen the show. It's pretty cool.
Is it?
I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool.
I thought about taking Dana there.
But I would never.
Vegas.
I'd never go there again.
I'm going there. So.
It's a oncer. It is pretty cool.
It's kind of expensive.
Yeah, they're
No,
all-
Blue Man
they're
Group's
all
not
expensive.
expensive, but the everything else around it is. So we're gonna. My girl I'm dating is. Her and I decided we were gonna go there. So that was one of my requirements. If we're gonna go there, I'm gonna go see the Blue Man Group.
Cool.
So,
Well, hey,
hey,
I think we've been on this one long enough,
horses eat it.
and I think we should sign off here in the next minute or two.
1, 2, 3.
I wanna say thank
4,
you
5,
to Brian
6,
for coming in
7,
on
8,
Tenacious
9,
Mindset.
10.
And freaking being a guest on this podcast. And I want to thank PACO as well because we got pretty deep for a little bit there.
And then
I
we
think it was
kind
a
of got
good-
lost.
I think it was a good conversation.
It doesn't matter if we got lost. It got lighthearted and lightened back up. It was good. It was a good podcast. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed being here, and you guys are welcome to come back anytime, whether it's my radio show or this or whatever else. We want to start a new one or something. I don't care.
I'll come back for the radio show for sure.
Dude, that radio show was so much fun.
Hell
It
yeah.
is fun. It's good because you get a break with the music and all that stuff too. So
If you ever play music
I did play music. I
Yeah.
don't play music on this.
once in a while. We went that
played
first
music.
hour without a single
No, he
single
played
break.
music. We just couldn't hear it on Facebook because he has to mute it.
Well, no. That first hour we did not stop. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we've been at
Oh.
an hour.
Yeah, we
did
we
stop."
did play music
Wow.
right at the beginning.
Didn't seem like that was a whole hour.
Yeah, it
But
was.
anyway,
Either way,
Anywho,
if you want to go on there and when we're ready, hit end stream or whatever that is. Just let me know. I'll let you know in a minute. So, Paco, appreciate it. Brian,
you guys are awesome.
this is Tenacious Mindset, and we're out of here, man. Peace.
Everybody have a great night. Thanks for listening.
later.